Zorti and Jerry playing inside of the site, not something you see too often at the moment, as they'll start to swing. Zorti looking to click a couple of heads, but he's been dinked up and he's lost his support. XANTARES out of Palace. Zorti does very well to even grab a second pass flank. This isn't going to be expected. Calyx has no idea. He turns, but it's too late. XFloud doing what he can, keeps it competitive. Shalfie low on HP.
Is though, actually, I'm curious, is this in towards the window? Very likely. Zorti, I think he might be okay. It's actually Connector instead they tossed him towards. Understandable. Usually there is going to be a player peeking around Connector as well. Mid. We'll have to see. XANTARES still has a deagle. There is a player pushed up on short that could be in trouble, but no. Shalfie on the Galil spots out the head of XANTARES, jumping up and deals with it, and at this stage they just don't really need to give away any peeks anymore. They can wait on Eternal Fire to come their way pretty much and just go ahead and close this one out cleanly. Keep 4 alive. At that point they'll be feeling here on map number 1. Oh, the timing is horrible for woxic, and now he's going to swing wide, and I don't know how he gets away with it. Jerry drops down off the railing just as woxic peeks through. imoRR is going to find a pick from underpass rather, although he will get taken out eventually trying to get himself that AWP. XANTARES is good for the trade, and the second one as well. Not sure how he gets that vision. Can barely spot him with the X-ray around the smoke. Well, let's see. It looks like it might even be a slightly quicker paced round. They are still working with some mid presence, but a lot of the T's are moving directly on towards that A-bomb site, and woxic trying to move across the steps with the up in hand gets shut down by Kenzie. And it's pretty much just everyone right now going ahead and taking a piece of the pie on that side of forZe. It's a team effort to lock down this A push, leaving only XFloud now, and, well, despite getting that one kill, it's...
So right as they look to queue up, in fact, looking to support his teammate on short won't be required. Kenzie through the smoke has dealt with imoRR, and here we go. He hit to come in. Nice utility. A little bit of a nade chip damage. Zorti able to pick one off on the cross, starting to thin the numbers early, exactly as required. Zorti continuing to frag from inside of the site. Shalfie looked like he hit it, but it's the overwatch of Zorti. The wallbang even continuing to connect. woxic will be able to grab one. Quick on the draw on that AWP, to say the very least. Grabs a second. Nice. It's a nice little smoke. Just locks Shalfie out of the sight line he was after. They're trying to deny the transition. Norway good for one. Shalfie will grab one through the corner of the smoke as well, and this starts to get interesting. Zorti, again, playing overwatches through the smoke. Goes Shalfie, able to sacrifice his life just to buy Kenzie that extra half a second. The wallbang's continuing to connect for Zorti. Utility now comes over the top, and he hasn't got support. He's very isolated here. Shalfie just about managing to swing on in at the last possible moment. He provides the supporting line that Norway so desperately needed. Comes in with one more, and XFloud at this point looking for the miracle. Nice shot for one. Grabs the second. He's spamming away, but he's out of ammo. Tagged down. 16 HP. He knows he's got an isolated fight on short, but Shalfie knocked for the 2-man clear. Eternal Fire, they send XFloud in early. He gets his head ripped clean off. woxic looking for the trade, won't land it. Jerry gets both, and that's the bomb down. It doesn't matter, they're continuing to get fragged, but with 13 seconds, forZe know what they've got to do. They've got to bail out, they've got to lock down their angles, they've got to some
damage though. Zorti going to be smoked off for now though, back into spawn. It's Jerry instead who wants to fight it. Flashed in the peek in from triple, but he actually doesn't find anything before going down. Instead it was only the single pick from Zorti. And so far, that's the only one he's been able to achieve as well. A few missed shots, I was going to say.
Dimensional, 3 players popping out of Palace. Here we go. They flash themselves down. Jerry will be able to catch XFloud. Zorti swinging in to take out Calyx. And again, 2 on 5 at this point. woxic and XANTARES, I mean, if there's any 2 you want, sure, it would be these 2, but how much can they realistically get done? XANTARES jumps across, deals with Zorti, but is quickly traded away. Utility. He's actually tucked himself in tight on this angle. woxic doesn't expect it. Will be tangles. Jerry still tucked in ninja. His timing is going to be key. Calyx knows he could be there, but he doesn't manage the shot. Can't quite clear him out. And now Jerry flirting with the smokes, continuing to do damage. It's all going forZe's way. XFloud trying to turn the tide. Manages to grab the first. The bomb is down, and that does give him something to work on. Shalfie looking to rotate in. They've managed to tag up a fair few. They know woxic's here. He's not expecting the late lurk, but XANTARES will trade it. XFloud in a fantastic position will pick Zorti off, and at this point it's falling apart. XANTARES with one more. They know where Shalfie is. They'll just for the CT side. Couple of missed shots from XANTARES as the first smokes come out, but he won't miss that. Zorti, head ripped off in the Palace. Calyx able to grab one from under dark as well, and this is a nice setup for the CT side. Flashes in. They've got so many blinded up players. Calyx finds another before the first frag of the round comes in for Norway. He's losing teammates left, right, and center. This round should be a done deal.
I believe the 2900 now going into this next round, so it's not like they're going to be short on money. They are being pushed down at the moment by Woxic, who's also looking to ensure that they're not going to be short on money. He wants to build up a bit of bank while they're against the Kevlarless players. A decent start with the 1 kill. Thinks up Jerry. He's going to get a nade in, I believe, which will finish him off. And you've still got one more player who's low. It's not the man in front of him, though. So this fight, I was going to say, against Zorti, not going to be the most straightforward up against the Deagle. And, well, he does lose his life. Hopefully the 1 casualty, though. Because other than that, they've got M4s all across the board. And, yeah, you don't want to be dropping any of these.
His crosshair, he's a pretty crispy Deagle player. imoRR will go for it. And there's the headshot. Nice. Takes away at least 1. And this is exactly what forZe would have been hoping for. We knew the investment in this round was very minimal. Just anything that Zorti can take away, any more expenses, he can force Eternal Fire to take into the next. The opportunity at a clean reset on the economy would be fantastic. XANTARES, the next man to be spotted out, the next man to offer up his head, and Zorti, well, he will keep taking him. Now, here's the problem. He's got 10 seconds left. He really, really needs to die, because he has not got the bomb at his feet, and he will want an AWP into this next round. He knows it. He's trying to...
X-Floud, but the problem is his teammate's very aggressive and on short, so I was going to say might be a little bit awkward if they start to push in on B early on. But he just spams the smoke. Shelfie's dead, and yeah, that's not a good start into this round for forZe. Looking to try and chain a couple rounds together, hoping to get things going for themselves on this T side. And, well, a missed up shot actually does end up costing Eternal Fire a small bit in towards middle. XANTARES at least is ready with a return to stop them from taking too much control around window, but he's forced to then retreat quickly. And, well, for now, they're actually going to leave the bomb in connector while 2 players push around B, 1 up short.
Back in, the pincer move will look to hit. It's a decent plant, but the problem is Norway so unaware of what's coming. Gun down in the back. To leave Zorti 1v4, not even with his favourite weapon, just an AK-47 and a flashbang to work with. Smoke will go onto the bomb to obscure vision. XANTARES looks to swarm, the defuse looks to stick. He plays the high ground, does get the dink. Zorti up to the task for the first, but the defuser's already come in. He's actually trapped in this corner.
Posed behind triple. A little bit unfortunate, and it's going to also allow Jerry now to creep in through window, taking out XANTARES and, well, just crumbling this A defense, unless the bus for a second. They waited for everyone to be ready for this push to move in together. The only problem is it's allowed for CT rotations, and now they might have outgamed themselves because the bomb is going to be completely trapped in behind this flanker.
Zorti's got no idea. No idea that X-Cloud is here. He just starts to think maybe, but he's watching the wrong corner, and that's bomb. With 40 seconds left, oh, such an intelligent angle. They'll swing in. They get the frag, though. Jerry, clean headshot. And now 1v2, 10 seconds. They've got to get to site now, and you can see imoRR knows it. He's got the AK, 6 seconds, planting inside of the smoke. It won't even... Scouts, they're going to have to go proactive with it, and they know it. XANTARES sent charging up mid, but it's a 1-for-1. That rifle is in a hellish spot. Nice tag up from him, or the nade to follow up. He'll chew on it. They needed that man advantage, and they managed to wrestle it their way. imoRR, fantastic work to find that kill. Support lines now coming in for Calyx, who is a little bit isolated under dark. You can see Norway aware of it.
They've got 1,500 on Shelfie, so, I mean, they won't really be able to buy onto everyone, but still a couple of rifles maybe would have been useful. It seems like, yeah, Zorte's happy enough to move in towards the bomb site, while XANTARES tucked in jungle here is pretty quickly going to find a fight. The problem is, it's a bit of a bait, I was going to say, initially from the Deagle player, trying to set things up for the AK in the hands of Jerry, but he had fallen off of the ledge just as his teammate peeked in, so he's a bit late on the follow-up. But I was going to say he should be ready for the kill either way, but no, XANTARES checks at last second, is then ready for Zorte on the bomb, and, well, yeah, you were correct. There's absolutely nothing to be done on this round from...
This time again, fast mid-control brawled for, and Shelfie's actually going to get the better of XANTARES early on. Zorti with a slight gap in the smoke. Calyx will be able to trade things, and again, just straight through the side of the smoke. That won't allow Calyx to do much. Kenzie was watching for this, but he turns, and that gives the frag away, gives that man advantage back to the CT side, as now 2-on-3. Zorti is in a nightmarish spot. A man on short behind him can't quite find the kill. Norway will be taken down as a result, and Zorti 1v3 can't connect the... It's going to be a duel of the fading smokes. There's multiple targets. He will grab one. Zorti, though, has dealt with Woxic and starts to open up this A site as Calyx. They know he's here. They know he's the only man on the site, and they're not covering their backsides. They have got to get onto this site now, and it's 2 quick kills. 16-11 It's dispatching nades over the top, flashes to get them out, but there is so many crosshairs and so many targets. woxic picks off one, Zorti doing what he can. Kenzie and Zorti, in fact, combining for 3. Jerry gets another, and they've decimated the stack. There was 4 players there for the CT side, and they're gone in the blink of an eye. imoRR will have to try and clutch up 1v4.
As well from his teammate is not in a position where it's going to be recovered. Jerry's crept in towards the spawn as well.
Start to pincer in. Now Calyx shows his hand. That P250 just not quite clicking.
Not for now, though. Actually sticking with the 2 players on banana. XANTARES does get his first kill and a second off the back of his somehow. It looked like Shalfie was almost certainly going to be getting himself that trade kill, and for now he's actually staying alive. It won't last, though, as he kills himself. How did that happen? I don't know.
Molly.
There's 2 mollies on him and he somehow killed himself. Oh, it was his own one.
He threw a second. He threw the molly first. The second one came in, flushes him out into his own, but it's still the man advantage. 2 on 3. XFloud with it all to do. He wins. Boiler. He's waiting for this peak to come in. imoRR is going to give it to him. It's on the time. He lands it, but he's not expecting the backstab. woxic grabs it. 30 seconds. Bomb down in no man's land. Jerry up against woxic now. Jerry hears it. Will grab that bomb straight in. Squirrels away the plant. Before anyone can have any kind of say, woxic's position unknown, and Jerry, he's gambling, but he's gambling the wrong side. He's looking the wrong way. The exit.
The boost above the banana wall actually doesn't do too much damage for the T side. Instead, they're the ones to go ahead and take the majority. The nade, though, actually brings imoRR incredibly low, allowing for at the very least a trade from Kenzie. But he doesn't stay alive himself, and nade touches down over the wall. And with that, for now, the man advantage anyway does rest with Eternal.
The AWP, it's a one and done gun, and he's going to have 3 targets coming his way. The flash is inch perfect. Jerry doing what he can, gets 2. Doesn't expect the 3rd.
Pretty good foundation. They'll want 1 or 2 more at the very least. But they're in a decent position no matter what, so Eternal Fire just need to keep up this pace in terms of round wins, and, well, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Kenzie and Norvi with an entry each. XANTARES pulls back 1 on Jerry in towards middle. But he knows they're on towards that A-bomb site already, and there's nothing really to do.
We'll have to see how much more they can get done as that bomb goes off.
From Eternal Fire, but obviously it is still quite early on in the round. Or as they will look to probe, and up against the op of woxic, that is not going to be easy to do. Zorte pops in dry. They didn't actually bother to use a flash on the initial peak. They will put one down to allow the cross in, but it doesn't matter. woxic just stays.
An immediate response to an isolated round from forZe. That T. Another brawl in banana anticipated. 3 players. The nade stack comes in. It gets them the kill they were after. Kenzie and Norway credited. It's a team effort, but the response is immediate. What are they doing? Just swinging out bottom mid.
It's a very quick kill if they want to actually get moving in towards either of these bomb sites, and he doesn't clear out the close corner, rather. That's a kill from Calyx, which pretty much confirms that they can't go A, and with 10 seconds left, they can't really go B either, if I'm being honest. This is not ideal. Zort
stall this initial hit. It's being held by woxic. Full blind, but it's an easy. This is going to get very rough. The backstab comes in. imoRR gets the bomb. That's round done. XFloud comes in with 1 more. This is a done deal. And they're struggling even to find damage at this point. forZe Eternal Fire very much finding B, opting to wrap B. They're going to charge up long, and Norway's going to grab another. The spray down from Calyx can only find 1, and suddenly out of nowhere, woxic is alone. He knows it. He's got to isolate these targets, but Zorti rips his head off. But at this point, keep a couple players in the site, make it a little more expensive. There will still be the buy, and here he goes. Spots out the second, does tap away somewhat at him, but it's not... Knows that with his teammate down, he's got to get a refrag somewhere, but Norway plays the smoke. Waits for the timing, grabs it. Kenzie gets another A site wide open for the taking. XANTARES a long way away, outside a long. Jerry catches it. Boosted on the arches angle. Swings and is dealt with. Oh, it's going to be everything. They do start to rotate as they drop one down. Zorti with 1, looks for the second, but he won't land it, and his second player in sight is gone. XANTARES can't stop the... Jerry not connecting initially, now looks to flash his teammates into things. It's a brawl, but it's all going Eternal Fire's way. 2 quick kills and it's done. Jerry will look to bail out of the situation. woxic will look to hunt him. He hits the first...
Second kill, but it's just so awkward up close with those Glocks. Also, favor Eternal Fire the most.
Heavy A stack. They're going to call the bluff. XFloud through the smoke. imoRR actually gets the kill through it as well. And now, already starting to mop up at the edges. XANTARES finds another. They know where he is, but it doesn't matter. They can't connect the shot. He goes down low. Will finally be taken out by Shalfie. Calyx is right there, just waiting for the jump up to trade out his teammate. Zorti last alive. And this is the Eternal Fire that we know do so much. woxic deals with Zorti on, absolutely flying up. It's a boost over the top. They've gone round it. Jerry and Shalfie with 2, but there's a backstab from woxic, and he's got 2 of his own. It's very awkward, but it just about comes out. Zorti, not to give too much vision away. Now he goes up right on cue, right as XANTARES looks to get it down. And it leaves Calyx 1v3. Norway, here's the tap. Goes through the smoke. Fine. They do want to give this one a go, though. 3 AKs, couple of deagles, and this is risky. Shalfie does well to get 1, but there's a lot of targets there. He manages to isolate 2 before he's taken away. I thought that peak was a little enthusiastic, and as woxic deals with Zorti, this starts to get very ugly indeed. There's an aggressive stance from kenzie. He's got a lot to do. Calyx, the next one to swing in, and this time he wins his fight just 12 HP. As 2-on-2, the chaos continues, and the timing from Norway is so damn rough. He thinks he's got it. The Eternal Fire are not going to go quietly. Second, Shalfie has to drop off the boost, and here we go. Flash over the top. imoRR gets 1. Norway only able to trade a 1-for-1, and a 2-on-4 retake into B. That feels impossible. No interest in even having a look in. woxic goes over the top of first Origins.
A bit of money. But 11-10, Eternal Fire have gotten themselves.
Jerry with the MP9, Norway with the Julies. How much can they really be expected to get done? It's nothing. XFlab with the freebie. Spamming through the smoke. They're connecting damage, sure, but it's not going to be much. woxic top of the smoke deals with Zorti. This will be 12. Lovely stuff from Eternal Fire. They are in forZe's heads over towards this B site at the moment. They are just bleeding the utility dry so damn quickly.
I mean, again, I think just save the M4, save the Deagle and the Doolies, maybe you can get something done, and obviously that is the goal that they're going for, but it's not really working out. They wanted to, ideally, probably caught on the fade away. kenzie, at least with the M4, as we mentioned, being saved over.
kenzie, he's wallbanging, he's going to be out of ammo as this pop comes through, has to fall back into the site, found freely. Zorti doing all he can, he's shotgunning the AWP into sight, but it's not enough.
At least allowed to save the weapons once again with Eternal Fire never really looking to hunt too aggressively.
ET utility, they're going to boost a man up. XANTARES, top of the smoke. Jerry's going to swing, he's looking for it, and XANTARES is crisp as can be. Man advantage gone, B site under siege, and it's once again up to Norway. Spots 1 on the boost, but doesn't opt for the shot, drops instead as the flash starts to fade, and that gives them a huge opportunity. They're going to boost back up over the top. Shalfie in with 1. XANTARES, he's down to 43. woxic lurking out, will be pinned to the back wall by Zorti. XANTARES trades it. 2-on-3 now. Calyx and XANTARES. An age-old duo. The flank starting to come in, but kenzie, Calyx is close to this smoke, and I don't think he knows it. He's going to go right through, right into the jaws. It's a whiff spray, and that gives them time to trade. Calyx with the 1-tap, and it's 1v1. Norway, the youngster, versus the experience of Calyx, and Calyx clutches it.
Where they're able to go ahead and capitalize off the back of it and get a round win is the question, as Shalfie finds a big pick in from Boiler right there on XFloud, but, I mean, with that, XANTARES has already returned 1 back, and well, if kenzie doesn't get something done in the Apser, they could be in trouble, but he's going to be mid. There's a player watching it. There's another man ready to swing in from Boiler once he gets contact, and, well, you're against XANTARES. Just as the smokes begin to come in as well, a molly gets dropped down by Norway. He's going to need to get at least a couple of kills from here, and, well, in the molly, that's not going to be an easy task. XANTARES
left, it should have been done. The early nade stack down banana, not finding any purchase. You can see Eternal Fire just brimming with confidence. Zorti wall-banged out of the fight already. Calyx gets the second and the A site, this time under absolute siege. Shalfie trying to pick up the pieces here. Flashbang actually blinds his own teammate. woxic leads to XANTARES' demise, and it's a small silver lining. Shalfie, he's trying to get away with murder here. He's trying to play the smoke, trying to play the timing. He'll get it onto XFloud, buys a lifeline. Jerry swings in with 1 more, and suddenly forZe spring to life. They want woxic. They've got both of them tagged up, and Jerry, baying for blood, finds another. It's onto woxic. 1v3. Doesn't know about the close player, I don't think. And to the archers, XANTARES is going to look to trade imoRR into this corner. That's a nice kill. imoRR not able to respond. He'll pick up the AK, sure, but the man advantage is there, and now the rotations will start to make their way around. Jerry toying with it, and they actually double back. They're not sure. They're not sure who's committed, who isn't. Jerry flirting with the edges of these smokes. imoRR is posted on one of them. He gets some good damage through it, not the kill. And that could be critical because Shalfie has opted to push off the balcony. He's looking for the one tap. There's the execution. He can hide. He runs for his life. He does exactly what's required. kenzie in with another big kill, and it's on to woxic and xFlow to do what they can with 10 seconds left on the clock. It's nothing. Flawless with a lovely shot to open things up. XANTARES tries to post on the deagle. Calyx tries to do the same. zorti is having none of it. Jerry comes in with the third, and it starts to just fall apart. Shalfie there to back it up. Going to be one last roll of the dice for Eternal Fire here. woxic looking for some damage on the exit. There it is. They've been lining it up for a while. It's been where they've had so much of their success, but forZe keep mixing up the play. woxic picked off as zorti is boosted up. Calyx is wise to the aggression and will refrag though. And that will keep them in a 2-2 split. That will keep this B site vulnerable a little while longer. They're going to cheat a rotate. zorti starts to smell a rat. Thinks it's always been B. That's always been the issue. They swing. Norway trades 1 for 1, but it's on. xFlow mollied off his first angle, but he'll settle into dark. The frag comes through. Both of them do, in fact. 16. Day long early.
Very fast as, well, the P2000 of woxic tries to cross the pit. He doesn't get any sort of a chance to do so. Up with a flash of Jerry, a pick then from the P250 as well on towards the man on the long corner, and well, within seconds this round already is put in favour of forZe in a 5-on-3. Smoke on the corner. XANTARES, that's actually a really nice pick. They needed at least something to work with here before just conceding the bomb site, and well, they don't really plan to concede it apparently. They attempted to get that boost up to see XANTARES, so this is doable, but it's not going to be easy. Those Glocks up close and personal, and as they walk out through the crossfire, it's just those weapons start to rotate over, and well, they could end up having some trouble moving quickly into the pistols. We'll have to see what can be done. Eternal Fire hoping to spam on the cross as the smoke for now covering the vision, and well, Molly's been put in place as well. Stop those rotators from really being able to get a lot done. Calyx though, with that boost, was at least good for a kill on towards the bomb planter, and with that delay at an extra few seconds.
Alive on site, that's really the key at this point. XANTARES spamming through will be taken away, and what a reaction from Norway. Transfers, get some good work done. Jerry ahead of it though, out ahead of the flashes, and he's got an absolute field day. Fully blinded up, nothing xFlow can do. imoRR alone on the site, but XANTARES and Calyx finding critical kill. But he's being flanked out all the while. He knows he needs a kill here. He grabs one. So little he can really do. He's going to try and plant the bomb inside the smoke, be a little cheeky with it, gets it down. That'll be the economic booster. But Calyx rips his head clean off.
Flash around long. Jerry's the only man actually to push out for control, and he's going to be just pinned in behind blue. There's nothing really that he can do anymore. Taken out by Calyx, and as they start getting ready to move up through short now as well, a massive gap in that smoke is going to leave them exposed to the off of woxic. And imoRR in towards the spawn then as well. Pops at least, maybe if Norvi gets this kill onto B, there's a chance for that bomb plant, and then for an after plant to be played out, but he takes, I think, a bit too much damage.
kenzie is key. If he can get a kill... Timing looks the wrong way, and woxic. He left 1v3. Calyx will surely clear him in due course. Tries to play the trigger discipline. They're not watching. Oh, Calyx. Gonna be cheeky. See if maybe they can get something going. The problem is you're playing against one of the best aim teams in the world. So woxic and Calyx find two in quick succession. The bomb looks to crab walk its way onto the site. Calyx and woxic still brawling with it. Jerry will take one down. And that will be the plant. Shalfie, he'll burn alive for it, down to 30 HP, but they've got the bomb down, and that is only real goal of this round, is to get that. Shalfie chiming in with one more, just making it a little more expensive as woxic and XANTARES of gaining that long control.
Oh, yeah, but Norvi actually catches the aggression in towards tunnels. imoRR is going to come back in for more. He prepared for the re-aggression. XANTARES is going to go in towards short now, lines up two of them, but can only actually find the one kill before being traded. And now woxic with this up on the bomb site has to worry about multiple angles coming in on both sides of him, falls back to the deagle, and actually will end up having the help of Calyx to get that kill on the bomb site, but he doesn't stay alive. In the end, either way, it comes down to zorti in the 1-on-2. And well, he knows he has a player pinned in. I think he's aware of the up in towards the CT spawn as well as he goes for the peek on towards...
Molotov's utility out. They try and make the execute happen out of short. XANTARES gets the first. The spray down's good. 30 seconds. He's got support on this cross, and you can see with this double up, there's nothing they can do. woxic picks off Norway. Shalfie will trade, sure, but XANTARES is still right here. Shalfie trying to get the kill, but he's got bomb on his back. Has to go back again. zorti trying to back his man up. Lands the first shot. Needs so much more from there, and as imoRR takes out his teammate, it's all Zorti. A 1v3 asked of him. Has to be proactive.
Players over towards the tunnels. They've made a weird call on this one. This could be an issue if woxic and XANTARES aren't able to go huge, but they find one each. And immediately Jerry and Zorti, as you can see, are just too timid, I suppose. I was going to say too shy to peek in. Fear of the up.
They're stuck. woxic's got them on lock. XANTARES with that big double spray down. Bears cue their way out mid. This is going to be the B split. 4 players starting to make their way up. They're trying to get in, but it's just a slaughter. XFAM looks the wrong way for a split second. That opens it up. imoRR alone gets 2. A turret on the backside before he's taken down. Just about gets enough. That should entice them in. They know that the rifles will have been recovered, but there's a lack of Kevlar. Zorti looking across. It's spotted and dealt with. XANTARES gets it done. And Norway is left. 1v3, low HP, missed shot, punished, and that will...
No side long.
Norway goes for the creep out. Gets one, but XANTARES is wise enough to trade it away. Lined it up, still able to connect the spray. The 4A1S a little easier to rein in. Man advantage maintained, and as they start to creep their way up to A, there is a lot of CT presence here. woxic dropping his utility, buying himself an angle and picking Jerry off as he looks to cross. That's the freebie. Utility drop, nades does more work, missed shot from the AWPer. That opens it up, but XANTARES shuts the door with a big AK headshot. Jerry goes down, woxic looks to swing again. The man advantage is there, but Kenzie... He'll start his flank now. This timing is going to be everything. 3 players swing out. Floud reads it, gets the flanker. And that tags. Those damage may start to become everything. The spray...
Up for the retake.
Looking to try and just take the fight straight up. imoRR's dealt with the first. Kenzie and Shalfie, though, immediate response. 2 clean headshots, and they know where everyone is now. XANTARES somehow gets another from behind Gandalf. And that may well be the decisive kill. They've still got to clear him out. He's still fragging out. XFAL chimes in, and that should be the day done. Shalfie, he has the kit. He doesn't have any armor, and he's just being chipped away at every time he swings, every chance he gets. It's just a player in his face, and woxic will be the...
forZe find a bit of a last push, I suppose, in their form. Kenzie flashed in, not able to land. He gets, I believe, only 1 onto the body of imoRR. It looked like there definitely should have been a lot more for him there, but it is going to be Zorti now on the scout who gets the work done. Taken out 2, and actually assisted by a team flash, I believe, that came over. And now the MP9 of Jerry just going to strafe around the edge of the smoke, spraying down imoRR. Doing a slight bit of damage here to Calyx, allowing for...
Somehow they make it sing. Nothing XFAL can do, surely. No, he's got to stay alive here. Got to provide the support he casts to Shalfie as they charge through the smoke. It's 2, 3 in quick succession for forZe as they lock it down. Say sight. It's going to be attempted. Shalfie not able to connect the first. imoRR takes full advantage. XFAL chimes in, and this is feeling like it may well be done. A missed shot from woxic. The nerves starting to show, but on the second attempt he won't. Norway...
Yeah, he slowed down massively compared to what we had in the early maps.
XANTARES tries to just run boost through a smoke. No use to B site. Shalfie still holding the tunnels. It's going to be Norway again. In required a big moment. They jump through. He does get one. Traded away, but Shalfie is there. And it's up to the AWP of woxic. 1v4. He's got the first. They're close to him already. You can see Jerry was toying with going through the window. Has to wait that molly out at the very least. But woxic has faked the plant with 12 seconds left. 10 seconds. He's running out of time to do anything. Nothing he can do. Molotov to try and force Norway off the ramp. Shalfie's blinded again. Kenzie gets one, but it's immediately traded. And now Shalfie, you can see he knows he's got to have a round. Through the smoke, he's picked another, but the trade is in. The plant is coming through. Jerry, no idea about that close player, and it leaves Norway. He's got to come at them. They know the angle he's got to take. woxic misses the first shot, but there is XFAL.
Whatever push is coming through is going to have to come in pretty damn quickly at this stage.
They've got to get it going now. They're trying to fake a mid-B. Nice catch from Calyx. Norway looked for the info and was punished for it. And now that default USP on the A site on its own. Shalfie, what can you do, my friend? Nice swing, but it's not enough. Swathes of map control to be taken, and he's taken them willingly. Shalfie, blinded through the smoke, has dealt with the tunnels player, and that makes this mid-B split very one-dimensional, but XANTARES adds another clean headshot onto Norway. This could be it for Eternal Fire. Jerry probing the window. imoRR remains ever vigilant, not even needed. Calyx gets 2, it's done, surely, kenzie. Nothing he could say or do. 16-11, it will be Eternal Fire who book their spot in that